Welcome to Real Time with Florida Sportsman. This week, we're off Palm Beach, high-speed wahoo fishing. This week's trip meant an early departure out of Stewart to get down to Palm Beach for some wahoo fishing. You know, the great thing about Palm Beach is its proximity to the Gulf Stream. Many places you have to run 50 miles offshore to find wahoo. Out of Palm Beach, you're just a mile or two off the beach. Our plan was to meet Eric Rydtwick, aka E-Money, in the southeast section of the Florida Sportsman Forum at the boat ramp for a 5:15 departure. You know, Eric really likes that low light, early morning wahoo bite. We're sitting right on the first full moon in August, and this is the prime time for wahoo fishing off of Palm Beach. All right, it's not even 6 o'clock in the morning yet. We just ran out of Lake Worth Inlet, set up about 2 miles south. What do you got planned for us this morning?
Wahoo fishing. We're going to be fishing a 3-rod spread. We've got our first bait set out at 300. Our second bait's going to be 250.
All right, E-Money, you're the guru here. High-speed trolling. You made me break out the big reels. Tell me about this tackle we're using.
Okay, so basically what we've got going on here is we've got 80-pound test monofilament on our Penn 50 setups. We've got a 250-pound ball-bearing snap swivel to a inline lead that's got cable inside of it. And then we're going to run it to our shock cord. We use a combination of monofilaments and cable for shock leaders, depending upon the position. Traditionally, you want to use cable on the longer outfits and mono on the shorter ones and for the wire. And we're running a combination here. We call this the Schnylander, and essentially what you've got going on is a double stainless inline hook set that's heat shrinked over with an Islander. I like these 4-ounce Islander flashers in black and purple and pink and blue, and then you have a variety of skirts underneath. Typically in low light conditions, you want to use darker lures. We're going to set our baits with the line counter because with high-speed trolling, it's critical to have your baits staggered or you'll tangle on the turns.
All right, so we got one at 200, 250, 300.
That's it.
3-line max. That's what we're going to fish out of the bay boat today?
Correct.
3 rods.
And it's a lot of times if we're fishing in a sport fish or a larger center console, we'll fish as many as 4 or 5 outfits. But if you're fishing in a little boat, it's probably safer to keep it to 2 or 3 outfits.
E-Money is definitely one of the go-to guys in the southeast section of the forum for pelagics, especially wahoo. You know, fishing with him just 20 minutes, it's clear to me this guy knows what he's doing. All right, so we have all 3 lines out. We started a little slower, but they call this high-speed trolling for a reason. What speeds do I want to be?
What you want to do is you want to try to keep your speed between 13 and 16 knots in a perfect world. You're going to find that your speed is going to fluctuate depending upon whether you're heading into the current and what the wind direction is. Today we've got relatively light wind conditions, so that's helpful. You're only going to be able to make 10 or 12 knots in the current, but you'll be doing 15 to 17 with it.
I gotta admit, this high-speed trolling out of a bay boat is a first for me. Trolling around at 14 knots with 50s and 80 wides, not something I do every day. Yeah, it's a little dark right now. You can't see how fast we're going, but when that sun pokes up, you're gonna see we're hauling ass. So it's 5:45 in the morning. Most people aren't even at the boat ramp yet, and we have lines in and trolling for wahoo.
Yeah, essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the breakers and we're gonna zigzag between 110 and 220 feet. So in a perfect world, if you go back and look at your GPS trail, you'll have S-turns. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make the illusion of a school of bait that's coming off the edge.
There's quite a bit of sargassum, and it's not 20 minutes into the troll that we have to slow down to clear one of the lines. I'm clearing that line, Eric's messing with the other one, and the next thing I hear is him screaming, "Fish on!"
Fish on! He's on there, right?
Yeah.
Just keep the speed going like this for a second, okay? Pace yourself, okay? Crank, never stop cranking.
Yeah,
I'll switch with
I'm
you.
barely against drag.
Are you back on the mark now? So he's 250 back right now. So George, when the lead comes up, I'm gonna reach out and grab the shock. You're gonna come back and get the fish.
20 minutes into it, maybe 15, 20. Came across that weed line, get ready to clear a bait that had weed on it. We got the bite.
All right, come on, George. Come on, George.
Hang on.
Yeah!
Oh, that's how you do it! First thing in the morning. Real time, baby. Wahoo fishing Palm Beach.
Let's get him in the box. Let's get another one, guys. How sick is that? How sick is that? Who is your boy?
Good job, brother. Just how it's supposed to happen.
Exactly how it's supposed to happen.
We're setting back up. 20 minutes into it, we got our first Wahoo in the boat. When E-Money told me to come down here, he said it'd be like a 3-hour window to catch a fish. I was worried. Why was I worried? So E-Money, this is your preferred method, high-speed trolling off of Palm Beach?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to catch Wahoo. Kite fishing, live baiting, dead bait trolling. In our experience, the most efficient way to eliminate bycatch is doing just what you're doing. There's not that many fish that want to swim at 16 knots to take down your artificials.
All right, so we're down here on the first full moon in August, and I hear from everybody that this is like the prime time, and we're sitting here on the reef, trolling back and forth over the reef. Is that typically what you do?
Yeah, correct.
Just this time of the year, or is it pattern change?
You can catch the Wahoos out here year-round, but the full moons in July and August are typically the most productive times of the year. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we get so much bait congregated in this area. We've got a ledge that's sharp in 115 to 140 feet of water, and all of those bonita and small skipjacks and frigate mackerel congregate. And when they congregate, the Wahoos move in for a little chow.
Talking with Eric, this window for Wahoo fishing is small. Maybe 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours late in the evening. You know, the sun's starting to get high, so our plan was to head back in, take a break, come back out in the evening. All right, look at that. Not many days where it's 8:45 in the morning, we're wrapping it up. But E-Money says, you know, early bite, get out here early, you still make it to work.
That's right.
Heading in, we ran across a floating bag, and wouldn't you know there was a triple tail on it. I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to catch a triple tail. Oh, 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 oh. Eat it, eat the whole thing. Eat the whole thing. Oh, he's got it.
He's got it. Yeah! Yes, George! Yeah! Triple tail. Oh!
He ate that gulp. What a neat fish. Look at him change colors.
Yeah.
Look how quickly he
look at
changes
that.
colors. What a cool fish. I tell you what, a little bigger, man, that'd be some good eating right there.
That'd be some serious dinner. Another pound on him, he'd be coming home.
I think he was in a battle.
I think he was in a battle. Recently. Damn, that's cool, man.
Little gulp shrimp. 3-inch gulp shrimp on a little tiny
Incredible how fast he changed from that albino to that coloration.
I tell you what, it's so important too to have like a rod ready out here.
Oh, you're not kidding.
A plug on it.
You're not kidding.
Top water or something, or a gulp.
That's cool.
Well, E-Money, we made the trip down to Palm Beach for Wahoo. We got our Wahoo first thing this morning. 9 o'clock, we're gonna call it a day.
And that was fantastic. It was great. It was really my pleasure to be with you guys, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to put the real-time team on some Wahoo.
Well, we appreciate it, brother.
Win-win.
Great job. Following E-Money's reports on the southeast section of the Florida Sportsman Forum the last couple years, I knew he was the guy to put me on the Wahoo bite, and he didn't disappoint. I need your pictures and your reports to continue, so I may fish with you next on Real Time with Florida Sportsman. What kind of fish? Dude, that's sick. How much to wear that?